bronchitis, they are characterized by unpredictable dysfunction of the atherosclerotic plaque, so leading to the thrombus, like platelet activation and thromboformation. It also underlying condition of ischemic stroke, ischemic heart disease, and also with the vascular death. Talking a little bit about the mortality after myocardial infarction, it's around 16%. It increased with the patient who experience myocardial infarction, and also sudden death 4 to 6 times higher for the person who experienced myocardial infarction. And let's see a little bit also about the year 90 to 99. In the hospital, acute myocardial infarction mortality declined from 11.2% to 9.4%. And every 30 minutes of mortality rate increased before semi-treated. About the hospitalization in the United States, ACS, we can see here the slide showing that the unstable angina and non-STEMI are predominant to STEMI. According to the starting time, so I just talking a little bit about the physiopathology. Lesions type are divided into two, subocclusion and complete occlusion. So as the name showing that the subocclusion like not just a complete occlusion. So clinical manifestation, we have non-ST elevation ACS, we have chronic chest pain, nephrological angina, nitrate dissolve of not ST elevation ACS, acute myocardial infarction, and permanent chest pain. About management, also we have two ways, local therapy and systematic therapy. Local therapy, we have PTCA, the stand for percutaneous transluminal coronary angioplasty. CABG, we have coronary artery bypass graft, thrombolysis. Systemic therapy, we have lifestyle change and drug therapy. So here the image showing for the middle one, like a PTCA, percutaneous transluminal coronary angioplasty, is like a minimally invasive procedure in which to open up the blocked coronary artery. And for the first one, we can see CABG, coronary artery bypass graft. It's like a surgical procedure, also with the same intention, like the first one that I mentioned. And artery and vein from area of the body are grafted to the coronary artery to bypass the atherosclerotic nodules. So to improve also the blood flow to the myocardial cell, like myocardium. For the high-risk hypertension patients, we can say that with a patient who have more than systolic more than 80 and diastolic more than 110. For the systolic more than 60 and diastolic BP less than 70. Diabetes mellitus, metabolic syndrome, and more than 3 cardiovascular risk, like diabetes mellitus, and the complications of the hypertension. So hypertension can cause all the organs of the body. For example, like for the brain, we have hemorrhagic stroke. For the eye, we have retinopathy, peripheral vascular disease. Also for the heart infarction, left ventricular hypertrophy, congestive heart failure. And so the kidney, we have renal failure and proteinuria. For the hemorrhagic strokes, in case of hypertension, how to manage it? So we must keep patient in readmission ward for good following up. And medical management just give nicardipine, like a kind of vasodilator to decrease the blood pressure. So we devise all the medication we can use later. Interventional management, surgical, I put here, is sometimes, as I said, sometimes, as an important role to save the life, but not all the time. So let's get to our case. Today I bring one case, Mr. YST, male Cambodian, 55 years old, with breast 73 and head 165. With a medical past history as a hypertension for 6 years, dyslipidemia, diabetes mellitus for 4 years. A profession as a doctor, general doctor. He's using a treatment as everyday ASE, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor, statin, glycoside, number 7. So as I remember on that day, I was on call too. He's coming in the early morning at 6 o'clock with typical chest pain, soft restless, and also he mentioned that he was with a chest pain 1 day before coming when he just doing a little bit like office work at his workplace. And the blood pressures on arrival 130 over 30, over 70, heart rate 70, respiratory rate 21, and oxygen 98. On the ECG echocardiography, I will show you. So on the ECG, on the arrival beginning from 6 o'clock to 845. You can see that the ECG, on the ECG there is no significant change, but the important change is the blood pressure. The blood pressure lowering when the patient with chest pain. So we have see the first one to 130 to 90, and the second one 110 to 80, and for the third one also 120 to 90. On echocardiography, we can see, I want you all just only like the third line of the common moderate hypokinesia anterior wall. Here you can see. And the conclusion, you can see only ischemic heart disease with 63%. So the ejection fraction still reserved for this patient. So the problem is coming here, discussion and decision. So what diagnosis planning and what management of the ward. So we arrive at conclusion and we put the diagnosis as ACS with non-ST elevation because there's no significantly change of ECG. Hypertension as the medical past history of him and diabetes mellitus. And so what criteria we depend on why we planning that such diagnosis. So we depend on three. We depend on the symptom that is coming with. We depend on BP changing any time with the symptom of chest pain and echocardiography showing up like ischemic heart disease with ischemic ejection fraction 63%. Right away, we asked the global doctor over there, so we discussed with the family and with a good explanation to do urgent cardiac catheterization. And we start aspirin, aspirin, clopidogrel, anticoagulation, and Lennox dose. So insulin protocol and painkiller just smoking because it's like intense pain for him. So for the blood test, we see here their white blood cell, there's no significantly, but we focus on glucose, glycemia. So 3, 4, 6. And you can see also the hemoglobin A1C is 9.2 here, hemoglobin 9.2. And we see here the potassium a little bit high, 5.37, but we didn't do nothing here. And we can the more important here is troponin is negative. Troponin is negative. And for the next slide, we can see troponin negative and CKMP nearly, but still negative. So here is the CAG PCI that we're doing for the patient. Like we see here, in this, it is showing that RCA, right coronary artery, complete occlusion in this case. So in here is the LED, and here is second plate. LED, you can see here around 60 to 70 stenosis of the mid LED, and the distal LED also to 80 to 90% of stenosis. So now we open up. We open up with one stent. Here we also put one stent in the mid LED, and the third one we put also here, like the third stent. So this patient we have put 3 stenting in the coronary artery. So for the management of the PCI, we do a collaborative dual therapy, collaborative aspirin, heparin as the electric pump, and statin, and glycoside as the diabetic mellitus, and under temporary pacemaker. Why we put temporary pacemaker? Because most of all we know that RCA, right coronary artery, is due to the blood to the sinus node. So it means that when the RCA is affected, we make the heart slowing down. So bradycardia. So we have to put temporary pacemaker in case of the after stenting is blocked again. So the patient can be survived anyway. Here's the ECG after the PCI. Quite good. No, there's no any ST elevation, no any new ischemic or stenosis. Well, let's see why. On the third day, so it means that on day 4 of the patient after arrival of our hospital, the BP increased to 985 to 102 with heart rate a little bit high that I don't want to start the heart rate, 98 per minute. The patient no chest pain anymore, but the problem occurred here. The problem had this as a temporal side, speech trouble, and neurologic symptom occurring. So we discussed immediately, and right away we send the patient to the CT scan, cerebral CT scan, to see what happened. Okay, wow. So this is a nightmare of us, interventionists, reanimator, and all around the world. So the nightmare, big nightmare. We can see this the big hematoma of the right right parietal, and also we can see here, if you focus this, is the right lateral ventricle, hemorrhagic bleeding inside the right lateral ventricle. So how can we do? You see, when I see that, I said that's crazy. I don't know how to do it because the patient received just post PCI, so the patient is under anticoagulation, anticoagulant. So how come the surgery become? How come who dare to do surgery? So it's the problem. So I ran away to my senior to have the conclusion. So my senior called the neurosurgical department to have a big meeting for this case. So with Dr. Chotoni, Tao Su, and Professor Hantikun here, we discussed and we get the conclusion to stop some anticoagulation and anticoagulant. Remember that we use dual therapy with heparin. So we keep Plavix and we stop aspirin and anticoagulation. And then we order the blood transfusion for operation. Here the patient after operation. On that day, I remember at 10 o'clock at night on day 4, I went there also to the operating room to see them, and we finished around at 3 o'clock in the morning after day 5. So here's the patient, and you can see here decrease the volume of hematoma right parietal. Also, we can see here the right lateral ventricle is disappeared. But the problem we put here, they do EVT, external ventricle, to release the CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, to decrease when the bleeding becomes, so we can release the CSF. ECG, so we do every day, every morning, and to focus, but about the coronary artery are stable, thank God, with only one Plavix. But only tachycardia, of course, because post-operation had sinus tachycardia. On lab test, you can see the white blood cell increase because of the post-operation, and you can see COP start increasing also. So we are afraid of infection, of course. And the problem not finished here. So on day 10, the patient started again with headache. Remember, I extubated the patient already, but now the patient started headache again, and the BP unstable between 190 to 135. Heart rate very, very high, very, very fast, 125. CGS, Glasgow Coma score, decreased to 6 over 15, and the fever is very, very high. The patient has spectrum, and the urine 6,000 milliliters because of the mannitol that neurosurgeon using to decrease the pressure of the head. So the second operation going, and I said the patient gonna die for sure because the second surgery the patient taking. They put now, what they do here, they put external ventricle drain in the left lateral ventricle blood. Here they do the drain here, because you see, the CT scan here, you can showing that the blood is blocked inside the EVD that we do for the first. Remember that the right side, the left side is normal, but now it's blocked with the blood. So the surgeon tried to give the anticoagulation through the tube, but the blood still over there, and the CSF still could not be released. So they decide to do one more operation. It's not my face, so I'm black. Okay, good. So we do it the left intraventricular drainage. They do again for the second time, and he's quite crying like dying. So again, so we do the CT scan on the time that the surgeon recommended. You can see here, yeah, marvelous, like a magic one. So the right parietal not anymore, and the ventricle are free of blood. So good. Okay, we get conclusion. The ACS sometimes showing the symptom as cardiac chest pain with ECG and cardiac engine changing, but only the BP dropping down. The heart ultrasound is useful for ischemic heart disease in early stage. Hemorrhagic ischemic stroke may be happen during the same time of the ischemic heart disease management due to the bad artery disease occurring as atherosclerosis. Interventional decision, CAT, PCI, hemorrhagic stroke is the team player encouraged to do. Reanimation ward is an important role of taking care with a good team advising, discussing, and management management. So the person's survival equal to working success. So last question died why? Okay. Here's the question. Thank you.